Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Jay Thakkar Show. Today I'm going to talk about my journey in the UK. When I first came to UK to study philosophy, I thought that I will come and learn new ideas. It will be a very positive experience. I'll come here, I'll get a job, but that's not the case. Today, I'll take you through my journey of being an international student in UK in the University of Liverpool. Today, I'll also tell about what I did right to secure a good part-time job within the university, what went wrong, and also I'll tell some of my life's learning which I've got for recording podcasts. I've recorded podcasts in India for 3 years. It had ranked among top 100 in 3 different countries, and I have began my podcast again in the UK. I have already done 12 episodes with bunch of different professors, from philosophy to physics to law to mass communication and media, and many more are yet to come. So if you are interested in knowing about my journey, if you are interested in knowing the journey of an international student in UK, then please don't go anywhere else. Come along. So when I first came in UK, there was a culture shock. Everything had to be done by you. No one's here to give you a list of guidelines. No one's here to tell you what is going to be, what's coming next. You are the sole person living with. Other than that, going into networking events, going into societies, all these things helps you make a network. But networks are not enough. You need to find a part-time job to sustain as an international student. The problem with the part-time job here is, like, if you come with a non-UK experience, it is very tough for you. I'll tell you my example. In September, when I landed here, I started applying for part-time jobs. I applied for hundreds, 200 jobs, all with rejection. The first job I got was of a warehouse in Warrington, a city nearby Liverpool. But the condition was, whenever they would call me, it is not a guarantee that I'll get a shift there. I used to catch a train, catch a cab, go there, and when I go there in the warehouse, I'll get to know if I am the spare staff or I'm in the main list. If I'm not in the main list, I need to come back. I will not get paid. This was my first job. They called me 4 to 5 times. I got the shift only for one time, and it costs me around £26 just to go there and come back. And 4 out of 5 times I came back without getting paid. Waste of time, waste of money, but you have to do it just because you need a part-time job. The next part-time job was of teaching assistant. This is one of the most satisfying job I feel I have, because I love to talk, and when it comes to talking to students, it's even more exciting. So when I got the job of a teaching assistant, the first shift I got was of cleaner. And by the way, I got this job in December. So from September, October, November, there was only one day I went to work, and other days I was jobless. I was applying for part-time jobs and getting rejections. Simultaneously, when I started the teaching assistant, we got Christmas break. No schools are open, no work in schools, stay back and not getting paid. Luckily, simultaneously, I started looking for jobs within the university. I emailed my student support telling that I have experience in podcasting. I have done this good work of my podcasting. You can see my CV. Is there any podcast-based project going in the university? They shared me the list. I talked to each and every one of them. One of them was interested. I went there. I said, I want to work with you guys. And the person said that we are happy to have you. I'm not sure based on the payment I had that I'll be able to pay you as of now, but we'll be happy to have you. And if you want to learn and gain experience, we are all open. I was like, go in there. I was working there as an intern. I didn't even knew how to turn on cameras, because if you look all my podcasts for 3 years, I did them virtually. I know how to talk, I know how to curate a conversation, but turning on a camera, understanding lights, understanding how things work was very new to me. I learned how to function with the camera. I am still learning. I learned how to do with the lights, and after all these things, in December, I get an email from the person stating that we've got some funds, we can pay you, and we also have another project with us which you can work on. And I'm like, yes, that is what exactly I was looking for. But everything could only happen when I approached, when I pushed and shared what I knew. The things which you know but cannot be highlighted in a CV can also get you a job. UK market is mostly a skill based market. If you don't have a skill, if you have the best of the best CVs, there are chances of you getting rejected. But if you have a good skill, you know how to present a good skill, all you need to do is be persistent and be patient. That's all. Now, moving ahead. Now, I was working with the university officially from the month of December. From December, I started slowly working. Christmas break, again no work because university was on holiday, schools were on holiday, no work, vacation. It used to get dark by 3:30 or 4 in the evening. But slowly, consistently in January when things reopened, I went to school. My first position of a cover supervisor in the school was to teach music and science. I have a background of science, I can teach science, but music, luckily, the school had a teacher who could come and share the notes to students. All I had to do is supervise and see if students are behaving well and doing the work they have been told to. Great job. Science was the lecture which I taught personally because I am passionate about science, even though I'm not studying officially science, but I'm passionate about it, and also I have the background in it. The teaching job is continuing simultaneously, the job in the university is working simultaneously. Later in January, when the work started happening, I joined a new project as well. In this new project, we would go to schools, we would go to kids, and we would ask kids to interview local entrepreneurs, and we would record that in a podcast format. So that was a really new experience for me to first engage with kids in such a format, to produce this, to manage the lightings, cameras, what will it look in front of camera, and all these things. This was a new learning experience and I was getting paid for it. So if you really want to work and if you think that you really have the skill, please go for it. There is no other thing than going and running behind your skill. Go for it. Tell the people that I have the capacity to learn. I can already add value in this small particular domain which the job requires. And by the time I add value and the requirement of other domains arrives, I will be at my best to work and function. So always and always work on your skill. This world is not looking for what degree you have. This world is looking what skill set you have. But then a lot of people will question, then why are you doing philosophy? I am not doing job in philosophy based field. I didn't have any background in philosophy. The degree doesn't matter. Then why am I doing philosophy? Philosophy is helping me in the most subtle way it is. And that's why I am always on the pro of people going to universities and learning. The reason is that the way you are being taught, learning and adapting to new skills. For example, philosophy is all about debate, critical thinking, logic, analogies, and pattern recognition. These are all skill set. Philosophy also has ethics in it, ethos on personal life, on a professional life, on a company, on law. Ethos works on everything which is there in the market. These are the skills that you learn when you go to a university, you do a degree. The degree is not only about, okay, you have a computer science degree, you must be knowing how to code. A lot of people who don't have computer degree, they know how to code. What you have the best is logically understand and execute any given problem. That's where you have the upper edge over anyone who knows code but haven't done a computer science degree. Then also there's this good quote in philosophy by Viktor Frankl. He says, "For those who have a why to live can bear anyhow." sort of a motivation line, but that's how passion is defined. If you have a why to live, if you know why should I do this work, if you know why should I get the skill set, if you know why I am the best in the market, then you can easily learn and be at the position where people will ask, how did you do it? And that is all about this episode. This was a small, short solo episode talking about my own journey in the UK. I love to document and share about things which I learn. And if you have any questions, you can always ping them in the comment section or DM me on any other platform. We'll get in touch. And if you have good enough questions, we might do another episode like this. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you had a great time. This is Jay Thakkar from Questions to Clarity. Take care.